So far, we've built 3 apps in this video series: a content brief generator, content writer, and an internal linking automator. In this video, we'll be stitching these together to form a complete content workflow. Moonlit offers the ability to deploy apps as functions. This allows us to reuse apps within other apps. To make use of this feature, we will head over to the Share tab of the app and click on the Deploy as Function button. This will save the current app version and we'll be able to use it in other apps. So whenever you make a change to it, you will need to redeploy it with the updated configurations. I've already done this for the brief generator and content writer as well. Now we'll head back to the Studio Page dashboard and create a new app with a blank template. Then we will click on Add Function and scroll down to find the apps we've just deployed as functions, and we'll click to add each one to the workflow. If you open the configuration for each of these functions, you'll see that the fields map to their inputs. So our content brief writer takes a single input, which is a target keyword. Also, if you hover over the info icon, you'll see the outputs and their keys. In this case, we have a single output, which is the brief. This will be passed to our content writer in the second step. But instead of just referencing the brief node, we will use the dot notation to access the required output content like so. Similarly, in the last step, which is the internal linker, we will pass the output from the content writer to the target post field here. Now we only have 2 fields that need to be provided as inputs. These are the sitemap URL and the target keyword. So in the input section, we'll add 2 text inputs, give them the proper labels, and reference them in the corresponding fields. Lastly, we need to add the output to display the final result. We are now ready to test our mega content workflow. Let's use this target keyword as an example: how to manage product teams. We'll also use Notion's sitemap, since the example keyword fits their content well. And hit run. It will take a few minutes to complete. Since it's going through a lot of steps here, Moonlit apps have a maximum runtime of 1 hour, which is more than enough for the most complex of pipelines. The result is ready. Let's have a look. First, we can see that it added a couple of relevant internal links naturally throughout the body. We can click on these to make sure that they are valid URLs. It also used statistics from the research it compiled, as well as some quotes from notable thought leaders in the space. For a first test, the results are quite good. However, there's some room for improvement. The intro, for example, looks generic, so we can always go back and iron out these details. In the next videos, we'll look into the bulk runs feature, which will allow us to run this workflow at scale for thousands of keywords.